Rodtang is without a doubt this generation's Muay Thai superstar. He has garnered a popularity and a fanbase that is very similar to that of Waka Banchamix and Sanchez. And with one championship wanting to promote him so hard, they're even getting behind the idea of making a comic book for him. But despite all that, Rodtang has still faced quite a bit of controversy throughout his career, and especially in the last year, with him missing weight multiple times, and him being accused of fighting lesser competition to protect his brand. But today, we're not going to talk about the Rodtang of today. We're going to talk about the Rodtang of the past, because Rodtang has had quite a few cool stories in his career that no one really talks about anymore. And today, we're going to talk about Rodtang in his old fights with former rival Petchdam. Now, despite Rodtang being a marketing powerhouse and a golden boy for one championship, his career outside of one championship isn't as prestigious as you might think, with his most notable title being the Omnoy Stadium title. And on the other hand, Petchdam having quite a slew of very high level belts, having won the official Thailand title, the Lumpini Stadium belt, and a WBC Muay Thai title. But in their first bout against each other in 2017, when neither fighter had any notable accolades, it would be Petchdam who would win the first match, scoring with powerful middle kicks and being mindful of Rodtang's punching heavy offense. And with traditional Thai scoring, especially in these old school stadiums, Petchdam fought a smart fight and ended up winning because of it. However, in their rematch about 1 year later, Rodtang would learn his lesson from the first fight, and would really diversify his attacks, as he was no longer headhunting and punching a lot to the body, low kicking Petchdam's lead leg, and engaging in clinch fighting more. Although Petchdam still had an advantage due to his length and being the better knee fighter. All this made for a pretty close and very thrilling match, with Rodtang being the one that would mostly press the action. However, Petchdam would return with some very nice counters and some very beautiful trips. and the game plan adjustment would pay off for Rodtang, as he would tie up the rivalry 1-1. The two wouldn't meet again for at least 2 years. However, at that time, Petchdam would win the WBC Muay Thai World title and would go on to become a kickboxing world champion in one championship. And Rodtang would go on to fight the legendary Tenshin Nasukawa, losing in the close fight. But this would just be a minor setback for him, because once he hit one championship, man, his life would change forever. His punch-heavy approach mixed with the MMA gloves in Muay Thai made him an absolute force to be reckoned with in one championship. And on top of his exciting style and iron shin, his showmanship would propel him to new heights, effectively becoming the face of World Muay Thai. And his first 2 years in one championship weren't just all marketing and showmanship. He had a very good run tearing through the flyweight Muay Thai division, and it all culminated with this awesome rivalry with Jonathan Haggerty back when he was still at flyweight. A rivalry that he would put a stamp on by knocking out the British Muay Thai star, amassing a record of 6-0 before facing off with Petchdam again. And Petchdam in the meantime would go on to win the one championship kickboxing flyweight title, in a controversial manner via technical decision against Elias Mahmoudi. Petchdam would go on to lose the belt right away to Elias Nahachi, and quite brutally, as he would be viciously knocked out by Elias. He would get a rebound win after this loss against Momotaro Kodera, and this would set up the third fight between Rodtang and Petchdam, now for Rodtang's flyweight Muay Thai belt. And after 2 years since last facing off, and it being 1-1, both fighters are now ready to settle the rivalry for the most popular belt in Muay Thai. And just like my video breaking down Rodtang against Superlek, we're going to break down this fight round by round and exchange by exchange. So let's go. Round 1. In the first round, both fighters really felt it out, and Petchdam was the one who was able to land more with the probing strikes, keeping Rodtang at bay with his jab and his teep, and landing a lot of good low kicks and middle kicks. All while Rodtang wasn't able to get off much good offense, and the boxing that he did get off was largely blocked. So the first round, I gotta give to Petchdam just on activity and having very sound defense, while Rodtang really wasn't able to land much. However, round 2 is when you really start to see Rodtang adjust and land more, really pushing the pressure on Petchdam and landing quite a bit and even hurting him near the end of the round.
Featherweight title. Now he would love to bring the Petchdam sitting behind the jab, goes down to the legs. Rodtang, 4-punch combinations. Rodtang. That's that vagus nerve that can close the whole body down. Very hard to get up. Rodtang and master at the liver shot. Nice hook there from Rodtang. Misses with the right hand. Looping punches from the tag. High kick from Rodtang. The mercury rising now with Rodtang chip 1-0.
He's got to be careful with that body shot. I was talking to Jonathan Haggerty, and Haggerty was saying how Rodtang's body punches.
The second round is a clear 10-9 for Rodtang. Round 3. At the start of this round, Rodtang applied the pressure the same way he did the previous round, really scoring well in the first minute.
If anybody can do it, it's the accurate power striker that is Petchdam.
Petchdam inching close for the elbows, throws one off the left arm there. Rodtang quickly glancing towards his corner of Rodtang as he comes forward. Double forearms guard against the round kick. Goes downstairs on Petchdam.
However, in the second minute of the round, Petchdam would start probing with the jab and really slamming that southpaw body kick, gaining control back of the round and really scoring well with it.
It's a very slick hairstyle. It's almost normal looking, but he's got to be more active. He needs to channel that inner lightning bolt, but he was a lot more active. He was the ropes, and then he started to tee off on the hands. Petchdam's got to be more active, like this.
Down the right forearm of Rodtang. Come over the top and loop the shin around the back of him. Gets out of danger there, off the ropes.
However, in the final minute, Rodtang really fought with a sense of urgency and really went after Petchdam, and rocked him again in the dying seconds of the round.
Breaks them. Under a minute remaining, 3rd of 5. Rodtang again with a power salvo. Social media a couple of weeks ago with Rodtang saying that his biggest fear in this contest was that Petchdam would run away from him. He caught him with a beautiful left hand a couple of moments ago. Petchdam did a quick count of his teeth. Got to get out of the corner here though as Rodtang turns up the aggressive meter once again.
Yeah, that left hand is starting to test the chin of Petchdam. Petchdam's got to be very careful because that's the second time that he's been wobbled.
And with this, Rodtang would steal the round and get another 10-9 round in his favor. Round 4 would not be very competitive, as Rodtang really figured out the distance he had to be to score on Petchdam. And the moments where Petchdam would get into range to kick and land his body kicks were getting slimmer and slimmer, as his offense was dwindling, as Rodtang really started to take over in this round.
63% of fans were tipping that both Petchyindee and Rodtang would retain their world titles tonight in Bangkok. Left hook again from Rodtang. There's the uppercut. Went higher than my cholesterol one night. Now goes downstairs. Petchdam needs to change it up a little here. Petchdam, is there anything...
See, this style here where he starts to back up, he starts to put that jab out, and he starts to throw that hand, but immediately Rodtang starts to jump all over him. He doesn't give him that space to breathe. He brawls to just stand there toe-to-toe and start throwing.
It's the young world champion who's had 262 career wins. Rodtang choosing his moments now. Good jab from Petchdam. Rodtang not overexerting himself.
And Petchdam would really need something big in this round, such as a knockout or at least a knockdown. At the start of round 5, Rodtang would blitz Petchdam and land a nice right cross. And throughout the first minute of round 5, Rodtang would apply his signature pressure, landing some decent shots and dumping Petchdam. However, halfway through the round, Petchdam would make a pretty good adjustment, and instead of firing middle kicks, he would start firing low kicks. However, this adjustment was just too little too late. And although he did score quite a bit of low kicks and arguably won this round, and I would have given it to him personally, there's just no way he would have won this fight with this adjustment. The final round comes to a close, and I personally had it 48-47 in favor of Rodtang, as he fought an intelligent fight, won most of the rounds, and had pretty good defense all around. And thankfully, the judges saw it that way too, and has now gone on the winning side of yet another great rivalry. Since this fight, both fighters have taken very different trajectories in their career, with Petchdam leaving one championship to try his luck in different promotions and even fighting it in K1, while Rodtang has stayed loyal to one championship in Rivalry. And this fight, in my opinion, would be the last major fight that Rodtang would take that wasn't explicitly prize fighting, as the trajectory of his career after this would resemble something more of a professional boxer than a proper Muay Thai fighter. However, that's another video for another time. I just wanted to highlight this portion of both fighters' career, as this rivalry was an exciting one for me, and I really wish fights and rivalries would happen more often, at least in the mainstream Muay Thai scene. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Please share the video, like, comment, subscribe, do the whole thing. Please comment down below. I love hearing what you guys have to say. I love talking to you guys. And if you want to see more videos like this, or if you want to recommend your own ideas, I'm always open to that. I love hearing what you guys have to say. Thank you guys so much for being here. Have a nice day, and God bless.